With E3 right around the corner, I'm very excited to see what is going to be announced. E3 is a great place for new games to be announced, and also some more and upcoming games that we already know about are going to get some more information out on the updates. Now, this is a very exciting time for not only the gamer but the developer. So many new things are brought to the picture and we're going to be able to see so much in the future. But today I'm going to be going over my most anticipated ones, the ones that I am most excited about seeing. These are all going to be ones we already know that will be coming out at some time in the near-ish future, and that should be at E3, fingers crossed. So welcome to my top 5 most anticipated games of E3 2017. At number 5 we have Days Gone. Now Days Gone is another one of those open world zombie games. You may be thinking, not another one, I can't believe that they're actually making more of these, surely we're all zombied out at this point. Each zombie game tries to offer something completely unique. They say they've got either new weapon mechanics, new vehicles, and something that makes it very different to other zombie games, but they never seem to be able to deliver. But will Days Gone be different? Personally, I think they have a chance at making the unique zombie game we've all been looking for. A lot of zombie games have been working on the multiplayer side, where Days Gone seems to be focusing on a single player, story-driven experience. In Days Gone, you take on the role of a former outlaw biker, Deacon St. John, a drifter and a bounty hunter. Now this is set against the backdrop of the Pacific Northwest. Days Gone invites you to explore a world ravaged by degenerate human monsters known only as Freakers. But why is this different to other games? Now, from what we have seen, the complex zombie mechanics in the gameplay that has been shown already looks extremely different to anything that has been shown before in any other game. Having the zombies pouring through holes, pouring through train wrecks, pouring through every which way, piling on top of each other to get up buildings, it really feels like they are getting the authentic zombie experience. I know authentic is a bit of a weird word to use with zombies, since obviously zombies are a fantasy thing, but it looks like they're going for the zombies that we all know and love, and they really have that kind of Walking Dead feel to them. They're not just scattered zombies everywhere that you run into once. These are a real threat. Now, they are saying that there's going to be danger whichever way you look. Does this mean that it's not going to be as scripted? There isn't going to be things like that. It's going to be very dynamic in the way you play the game. Now, they do say a lot of games have causes and, of course, responses to your actions. For example, in a game, if you do a certain action, there's going to be a response to that. That is not what they're going for in this game, because it is a zombie apocalyptic world. These zombies are very spontaneous. They're not going to have necessarily, you're not going to be able to do something and then have a zombie chasing you because of the cause of that. That might be in the game, but they're trying to get the very spontaneous world of the zombies. It's going to be around every corner. There might be something that comes at you. There might be things hiding everywhere that might just walk in your path by accident, and you might not have anything to do with that happening, but it might be your job to then try and get away from it. It's going to be very interesting, very spontaneous, and I'm very looking forward to see what they can do with this. This looks like it's going to be very different to a lot of other zombie games. Now, they're saying that using a biker as the main story character, you may think this seems like a very dull story character. At least to me, biker doesn't come first when I think of a very interesting, deep character to use in a video game, but they're saying that this is going to be able to use it to the advantage of the player. Because he's a biker, he has the skills, he knows how to defend himself, he is going to be able to use these skills to survive in the world. There's also going to be some sort of crafting. They've not technically called it crafting, but it's sort of teasing at it. You're going to be able to, for example, build an improvised suppressor, maybe improvised backpack and things like that, but the bike is going to be your main form of transport. It is said it's going to be very important in the game, your motorcycle, and I'm really excited to see how they can form that around the story. They are saying that they want it to be a big part of the story, using maybe different skills and things to get through the game. But Days Gone is going to be coming out sometime in 2017, they are hoping for, but I guess we're just going to have to find out at E3 any more information shown there. Sea of Thieves is a game that is trying to create the unique experience for the player. This is something that we haven't really seen before. Sea of Thieves is an open world pirate game that is mostly orientated towards playing with your friends. It is a big, massive, open world multiplayer game. And this way, you're going to be able to go sailing around with your friends. You're going to be able to choose what you do. You're going to be able to recreate and create your own way through the world. So what kind of game is Sea of Thieves? They're calling it a shared world adventure game. This is a multiple crew co-op sort of at its core, but they're trying to make players do the kind of things that they want to do. They want to have as much options as possible. Whether you'd like to hunt for different treasures and things like that, sail the furthest islands in the distance, or hunt down rival crews. It is their ambition to build a game that lets you pursue whichever adventure your heart desires. So, you may be thinking, it's a multiplayer game, but will there be an option for single player? The thing is, a lot of people, I know how depressing it is, but may not have someone that they can play with, or may not really want to play with other people. They might want to have a single player experience. So does this game offer that? Now, of course, it is a multiplayer set. It is preferred way to play in a multiplayer environment, but they are saying they want to eventually input a lone wolf style gameplay. But of course, they are trying to focus on the multiplayer experience. But this is unlike any other game. We haven't really seen many pirate games. Of course, we had Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was a very, very successful pirate game. That was solely single player. And in the multiplayer side, some games such as Black Wake has come out, and that is more of a smaller scale pirate game. It's more of, you go into a game, you do a battle with your friends on the ships, you fight each other, and that's it. Then you go to the next game and the next game. It's more closed matches. But this is a big, persistent, open world. You can be sailing around, you can be hunting for things, you can be finding things in order to develop your journey. And then you can go in and you can try and hunt down enemy ships. It's going to be really cool to see how you can interact with other players. Will it just be fighting other players, or will there be some maybe alliances in there? I think what would be really cool, and my kind of preferred way to play, would be teaming up with other crews, teaming up with other ships, and eventually having sort of a clan thing and having massive fleets going on to all-out massive wars. That'll be a very cool thing to see. If they can implement that into the game somehow, I would really like to see that. So when will the game be coming out? They don't have an exact release date. Maybe we're going to see something at E3 about this, but they're hoping to do sometime in 2017, having some alphas and things like that. But I'm very, very excited to see what we can get with that. Not much gameplay has been shown in Sea of Thieves at the moment. It has mostly just been that group of people we saw quite a while ago playing the game in one aspect. They didn't really show too much about the rest of the game. Hopefully we're going to see some more information at E3 this year. But other than that, guys, I'm really looking forward to Sea of Thieves. Number 3 on the list is Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, after the amazing success of the first Red Dead Redemption coming out on consoles quite some time ago now, Rockstar have finally moved on to making a sequel to this legendary game. Now, not much information has been brought out about Red Dead Redemption 2, as of most Rockstar games. They seem to announce their games or give hints at it and then finally announce it, and then not show anything for a long time. It doesn't look like we're going to be seeing something very, very soon, but hopefully at E3 we're going to maybe get a glimpse of something more. Rockstar don't normally tend to turn up to E3, but it has been rumoured that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be at E3, so I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is taking the player back into the old western. They are going back into the boots of a cowboy, and they're going to be following the story there. They have said there's going to be a brand new improved online system. I'm not sure, is this going to be a bit like the GTA 5 online system with GTA Online? But seeing as they're saying brand new, that's going to be very interesting to see. So leave your comments down below. How do you think they're going to adapt the brand new system in online? But I'm very excited to see Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully Rockstar will decide to turn up to E3. I know it's a slim chance, but of course there's been rumours going around, so I thought I'd add it to the list already. Are you looking forward to seeing Red Dead Redemption 2? Leave your comments down below. Of course, we don't have a release date yet, but they are saying around fall in 2017. And unfortunately, they have said it's launching on PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox Scorpio so far. This does not look great for PC, which of course the first Red Dead Redemption was not on PC, and that kind of annoyed a few people. I think they would have got a lot more sales if they'd release it onto PC. But at the moment, it looks like it's just going to be on consoles. Maybe they're going to do a GTA 5, release it on PC about a year and a bit later. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do that. But other than that, guys, that is Red Dead Redemption 2. Coming in at number 2 on my list is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, we have just seen quite a bit of information. We've seen a bit of a trailer of Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is, of course, the new EA remake, and I didn't actually get too much into the first Star Wars Battlefront. I know it wasn't received too well, so I haven't really put and dedicated much time into it. But the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 was probably my favourite game ever made. That is why I'm adding it onto the list, because it looks like they're trying to improve and kind of answer the fans for what they've been asking for. A lot of people didn't like Star Wars Battlefront, the original remake that they released back a few years ago, but hopefully they are going to be improving on as much as possible, because the fans have been asking a lot, and from what we have seen and some of the new information, we've got some split screen, we've got all 3 time eras, which I'm very excited to see. We've got Clone Wars, got the original trilogy, and we have the new Force Awakens type trilogy there with Rey, new characters such as Rey and Kylo Ren, and of course the old faces from the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 like Yoda and Darth Maul. I'm very excited to be able to play as them. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a soft spot in my heart since it's probably my favourite game ever made, so hopefully they can keep the remake to be very, very rewarding and do justice to the franchise. It is very skeptical because we know what they did with the original remake Star Wars Battlefront, but let's just keep our hopes up for now. Hopefully they haven't said anything about a galactic conquest. Maybe they might have a big surprise. I very much doubt it, but of course that would be the preferred situation if they have a big surprise saying they're adding back in galactic conquest, but at the moment it is looking very hopeful bar galactic conquest. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 hopefully should have some more information at E3 2017. And the final game on my list is of course Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. Now, for many people this is a really flagship game, because Mount & Blade Warband came out in 2010, which is such a long time ago. We've been waiting for a sequel for so long. I think they announced a Bannerlord maybe in 2012, 2013, so it was a really long time ago, and finally maybe we're going to be seeing some more information at E3, and hopefully they're saying they'll be able to get it out in some form or other this year, which is very exciting. Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord has been a game that I've been following very much on my channel. I definitely recommend you go and check those videos out if you have time. I've also been covering a lot of Mount & Blade Warband, which of course is the predecessor to Bannerlord, and it is such a good game. It is so unique, the combat system, the style of play, and I really hope they do it justice at Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. The developers from Mount & Blade Tale Worlds has said they are going to be at E3 and there is going to be new information, so I'll definitely be looking at that and I'll be bringing that out as soon as it is released. But other than that, guys, what do you think of my list? Do you agree with it? Or are there other games that you'd like to see at E3? If so, leave a comment down below. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to leave a like on it and subscribe to see more videos on these games. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one.